Okay, so today we are digging into a confidential investor document for something pretty wild. It's a company called Linkspreed, and you've got to see their plan. Their goal isn't just to launch a new app. Nope, they want to tear down and rebuild the entire internet from the foundations up. So yeah, let's get into it.
This one sentence right here from their pitch deck tells you everything you need to know. This is the key. It's a direct shot across the bow at the way the internet works right now, and it's the core problem they claim they're going to solve for pretty much everyone online.
So here's the battleground they're setting up. On one side, you've got Web 2, what we use every day. They call it the rented web, where companies like Meta and Google are the landlords, and we're all just paying rent. On the other side is their vision, which they call Web 4. And yeah, you heard that right. They're just skipping right over Web 3 to pitch an internet built entirely on ownership.
All right, so to get our heads around this massive idea, here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll look at exactly what's broken. Then, we'll get into their whole Web 4 vision. After that, we'll dissect their technology layer by layer, check out the huge financial bet they're making, and finally, the big one. What does any of this actually mean for you and me?
So let's start right there. The broken internet. Why tear it all down and start over? Well, according to Linkspreed, it's because the current system is completely rigged against the very people who create all the value online. And this is where it gets really painful, because they put numbers to it. First, algorithmic gatekeeping. Think about this. You build an audience, and the platform shows your content to less than 5% of them, just so they can charge you to reach the rest. Then you've got these insane platform fees. We're talking up to 50% of a creator's revenue just gone. And the scariest part? The existential risk. Your entire business, your community, can be vaporized overnight by a random account ban. It all comes down to this idea they call digital dispossession. You own nothing.
So in response to that whole mess, Linkspreed is proposing a solution that's built on a single, really powerful idea: digital sovereignty. And let's be clear, this isn't about giving you a few more settings to tweak. No, this is about a complete and total transfer of power.
So what in the world is Web 4? Well, while Web 3 was all about decentralizing finance with crypto, Linkspreed says they're focused on decentralizing people and communities. Their vision is a totally new internet where you, the user, have the absolute final say over your identity, your data, and the networks you build. No landlords, no gatekeepers. Period.
Okay, those are some big promises. But how do they actually plan to pull it off? Well, it's not just one app, it's the whole shebang, a complete vertically integrated system. So let's start peeling back the layers, starting with the part you'd actually see and use.
The top layer is called SNAS, which stands for Social Network as a Service. And get this, the idea is that anyone could just type a prompt into an AI, and in about 30 seconds, poof, you have your own fully featured social network. It's kind of like the difference between renting a tiny booth at a crowded carnival versus building your own beautiful flagship store on Main Street.
And you can see right away how this is a direct answer to all those problems we talked about. Unfiltered reach? Yep, you can talk to 100% of your audience. Revenue? You keep 100% of it. And because it's your platform, you're not surrounded by competitors' ads. Most importantly, you own the whole thing. No one can just decide to kick you out of your own house.
And this might be the single most disruptive number in their entire plan, a 0% take rate. Let that sink in. While YouTube, Twitch, and the others are taking a massive slice of the pie, sometimes half, Linkspreed says, nope, we're not taxing your success. You make it, you keep it.
All right, so if SNAS is the house, what's the foundation it's built on? It's something they call UID, or Universal Integrated Identity. Think of it as your digital passport, but instead of living on some company's server, it lives on your device, secured by a cryptographic key that only you have. It's the one master key to your entire digital life, and you're the only one who holds it.
So what's the point of that? Well, first, remember that digital disposition thing? Gone. A platform can't take away something they never actually had in the first place. It also tackles the massive security risk of passwords stored on servers, just waiting to be hacked. And it kills that terrible all-or-nothing deal, where you have to hand over your entire life story just to sign up for a service. And this comparison just lays out the power shift so clearly. In Web 2, your account is just a rental license. With UIID, you possess the deed. You own it. And deleting your data? Today you have to ask nicely and wait 90 days. With this, it's like hitting a self-destruct button. It's instantly incinerated. And this zero-knowledge part is crucial. It means the system is designed so that Linkspreed literally cannot know your key. They can't access it even if they wanted to.
Okay. And if you thought all that was ambitious, buckle up. Because the final layer is maybe the most ambitious of all, the physical hardware.
We're talking phones, servers, you name it. They're not just building the software for the new internet, they plan on building the actual devices that run it, moving everything away from giant corporate data centers to the edge, to devices in our own homes and hands.
So you have to ask, why on earth would they build hardware? It's insanely hard. Well, a few reasons. 1, it physically spreads the network out, making it way more resilient. 2, and this is a brilliant business move, it slashes their own server costs because we, the users, are running the network. And 3, if your tech is already baked into the phone people buy, well, that's a pretty smooth path to getting millions of users.
So we've got the software, the identity protocol, and the hardware. It's a massive all-in plan. But what's the financial play here? Because let's be real, this isn't some small passion project. This is a huge, multi-billion-dollar swing for the fences aimed at disrupting trillion-dollar markets.
Let's talk numbers, straight from their forecast. In their best-case scenario, they're targeting 96 million euros in revenue by 2026. Now that's aggressive for sure, but you can kind of see a path there. But honestly, that's just the warm-up act.
Because just 2 years after that, by 2028, the forecast just explodes. Their aggressive target is 1.77 billion euros in revenue. That leap is the classic hockey stick growth curve that investors dream about, and it's all based on the bet that their ecosystem will create a powerful, unstoppable network effect. And based on that insane growth, they're pitching investors a pre-money valuation of up to 2.66 billion euros. So they're not just saying they want to be a unicorn, they're saying they're already a multi-unicorn opportunity in the making, because the complete system is worth so much more than the individual parts.
Okay, billions of euros and decentralized protocols are cool and all, but it's pretty abstract. Let's bring this all back down to earth. What does this digital sovereignty stuff actually look like for a normal person on a regular day? Their documents give a couple of really good examples.
So meet Alex. Right now, he probably uses his Google or Facebook account for everything. His work, his social life, his hobbies, it's all tangled together. In this Web4 world, he uses his UID to create separate, walled-off digital identities. His professional life has zero connection to his personal life. He's in complete control of who sees what.
And this next example with Ben is even more powerful. He's got a public-facing job, but he needs to join a support group for a sensitive personal issue. With UIID, he can create an identity that is verified as a real person, but is completely anonymous. There's literally no link back to his real name or his job. That level of privacy and safety is structurally impossible on the internet we use today. So, after all that, where does it leave us? The vision is undeniably incredible. A user-owned internet that values privacy and actually pays creators what they're worth. The technology plan is comprehensive, and the financial ambition is just off the charts. Which really leaves us with the one big question. Is Linkspreed's plan the blueprint for a new, fairer internet, or is it simply a dream that's too big to build?